everyone, and welcome back to the Presidential D&D Campaign, where AI-voiced U.S. presidents play Dungeons & Dragons with me, Ben Shapiro, your AI Dungeon Master. This is the Season 2 premiere, an exciting milestone for the campaign and the channel. Last session ended on a bit of a cliffhanger.
Yeah, and all because we didn't kill that bastard Thorn when we had the chance. I've decided that Silas did the right thing by killing Lucian, so I'm not mad at him. Thorn got what he deserved, though.
I don't know, I've been second-guessing decapitating him. We could have gotten a lot of answers out of him, probably.
We definitely haven't seen the last of Thorn, though, right, Ben? I feel like that was a rather degrading death for someone who was the ambassador of a king well-connected enough to have magical vials that could transport an entire town to the domains of dread.
That is surprisingly coherent and rational, Joe. I'm kind of surprised. Maybe playing D&D is starting to spin the wheels in that empty head of yours.
Anyways, you know I can't answer that. Spoilers and all. All right, so instead of an episode recap, I'll give a quick campaign recap. For anyone who has missed any of the previous season, all 18 episodes can be found in this playlist. Or if you'd rather watch a longer video, it has been combined into 2 movies which can be found here. All right, so last season on the Presidential D&D Campaign, the group arrived in Loudwater with the zombie ambassador Thorn Valamir. King Rex had hired you to escort him to Loudwater, and just after you made it there, Thorn also offered more money if you helped him retrieve the artifact. Over the next episodes, you helped a farmer, a tribe of halflings, avoided an assassination attempt by the priests of Sanitas, got captured by Silas the vampire, made a deal with a gravekeeper in Southern Edge to provide Silas with dead bodies in exchange for your freedom and Amabo the dwarfs, made it back to Loudwater and confronted Father Lucian about the vials containing the mists of Ravenloft, and avoided a complete bloodbath at the end thanks to a powerful spell and a lucky charisma roll by Barak. Then Silas showed up and murdered Father Lucian, draining him of all his blood and ignoring your attempts to stop him. Finally, Thorn betrayed you all at the end, breaking the vials and sending you and the whole town to Ravenloft, the Demiplane of Dread. In an attack of rage, Donatello cut off Thorn's head as the mist spread out, covering the town and extending past the town by about a mile. That is where we left off last episode.
Thanks for the recap, Ben. I must admit I'm not quite sure what we are going to do now. I guess we need to figure out exactly where we are.
Didn't you hear Ben just now? We are in Ravenloft, the Demiplane of Dread.
Christ, Joden, of course we are. But Ravenloft is a big place. You got who knows how many domains of dread, each with a different dreadlord, and each ruled by a different dark power, at least at the moment. It is like a bunch of different city-states, each in a perpetual civil war.
Did you read materials outside of the campaign, Donald?
No, that's bullshit. Why would you accuse me of something like that?
Yeah, you definitely did, didn't you?
No way. Anyways, even if I did, it's not like that is against the rules. We were on break for almost 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's okay if you did. This is a homebrew adventure, and only small parts will have been things you could have read online. All right, so let's get started then. Donatello slices off Thorn's head, and his body slumps to the ground, beginning to melt away in the mists. Overhead, you can see the mist forming a sort of bubble around the city, probably about a mile out on several sides and reaching up a mile high. As it meets far in the sky, it suddenly pops, the mist falling gently through the sky and revealing a different environment around you. Far, far off in the distance, you can see a castle to the south, and to the north, the lights of a distant city. A heavy mist clings close to the ground. If you weren't at the abbey and above the layer of mist, you could only see maybe 20 feet in front of you. The city is in chaos down below. You can hear people screaming and guards trying to maintain order.
Well, this is a bit of a mess. All right, let's go down and try to rally the people and get some order back in place. Where did the priests go?
They took away Father Lucian's body deeper into the abbey, not appearing to care about the town at the moment.
Damn priests, never there when they would be useful and just looking to stab you in the back. I think we should have killed them all still.
You're just salty because you didn't get to fight in the big battle. As a matter of fact, I'm the only one who really did fight, yeah?
Yeah, after your turn, I cast the spell and charmed most of the priests, and then convinced Father Lucian not to fight at the moment.
Yeah, because otherwise I would have killed all of them.
Anyways, to the matter at hand, let's round up the people and try to calm everyone down, yeah?
All right, you head down into the main part of the city and begin trying to get all of the people to listen to you. Who wants to roll for persuasion? Or intimidation, I suppose, would work as well.
You know what I am rolling for? Hot damn, first roll of the season and it's a 19. That bodes well for us, guys.
Nice, Donatello.
You're able to start rounding up the people and they begin listening to you more. What do you want to tell them?
All right, everyone, meet at the Blessed Waters Tavern. Once we get everyone there, we can discuss what we are going to be doing next.
People start migrating over to the tavern, and you see Kieran and Melanie follow your lead and start directing people to head over to the Blessed Waters as well. As you approach another group near the front gates to do the same, you hear a low rumbling come from the other side of the wall.
Damn!
All right, everyone, you need to get over to the Blessed Waters quick. We don't know what's out there.
As people begin moving away from the gate, you see misty tendrils poke through the holes in the portcullis, and it explodes outwards. The people begin screaming, tripping over each other in an attempt to get away as quickly as they can. Just through the gate, you can see the thin outline of an octopus-looking creature made entirely out of the mist. All right, let's roll for initiative.
That's a 16.
Hell yeah, I am never going last again. That's a 19 for me.
Only an 8 for me.
All right, and I only got a 3, so it'll go Donatello, Barak, Joden, and then the Fog Octopus.
Sweet, all right, I am going to go swing with my longsword at it. God damn it, this is so rigged. I rolled a 1 and a 2. Does a 9 hit by chance?
No, as you move to swing at it, the writhing tentacles stop you from hitting it accurately.
I really need to get some new dice, maybe some solid gold ones or something. All right, I'll use Action Surge to swing again. That's more like it. That's a 23 and a 22. I'm assuming those hit.
Yeah, you only need a 17.
Holy hell, it has a 17 armor class. This is one tough octopus.
No problem for me, though. All right, that's 15 total damage.
Nice hits. All right, you swing your longsword again, anticipating its movements and slicing off one of the tentacles. It lets out an ethereal screech as the tentacle falls to the ground, vanishing and fading back into the mist. Barak?
All right, I don't think I have a great chance at hitting it with an attack spell, so I'll cast Burning Hands. It needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
That's only a 6.
Sweet, that's 14 damage then. I'll also use my bonus action for Blade Song to buff my AC.
Nice, all right? The flames shoot out of your hands and it screeches and stumbles backwards, tentacles flailing wildly and causing a lot of damage to the gatehouse. Joden?
I'll use my new bow to shoot at it twice. That's a 19 and a 23 for 11 damage.
Nice. It is looking wounded for sure. Now it has its turn, though. It swings down with 3 tentacles and is going to slam each of you. That's an 11 to hit Barak, an 8 to hit Donatello, and a 13 to hit Joden. Correct me if I am wrong, but I think all of those miss, yeah?
Yeah, I have a 14 armor class, and I think everyone else has more than me since Barak is using his Blade Song thingy-majig.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. It is then going to use its bonus action to disperse a thick cloud of mist, making the area heavily obscured. We will go to the top of the round then.
So if it is heavily obscured, I can't see it?
Yeah, so this will function as a sort of one-sided magical darkness. Your attacks will have disadvantage, however, it can see through the mist, so it will have advantage against you.
That's OP.
No problem, guys. All right, I'll swing at it with my longsword. Damn, I did roll really great as to be expected, but the first attack with disadvantage is only a 16. The second attack is a 19, though, so that one hits for 13 damage.
It lets out a loud cry, and you feel a tentacle fall to the ground. It is severely wounded.
All right, I think I am going to do something I don't think I've done this whole campaign. I'm going to attack it with my scimitar. Wow, that went far better than I thought it would. With disadvantage, that's a 19 for 5 damage. It would have been a critical if it wasn't for that disadvantage, though.
Sucks to suck, Barak.
At least I still hit it, though, Donatello. I think you've missed 3 attacks now. Anyways, I also get my extra attack, which I will use to cast Firebolt. That's an 18 to hit for 11 damage.
Damn, I thought that the disadvantage would actually do something, but you all are on fire with these rolls. All right, that firebolt strikes true, banishing some of the mist, and you see the octopus creature fall backwards with a thump, vanishing into mist as it hits the ground.
That was pretty easy.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting you all to hit a 17 armor class with such efficiency. I guess I need to up the difficulty going forward. All right, that is the end of combat, though. You successfully defended the town against the Haze Inkling.
Haze Inkling, you're saying that was a small fog octopus?
Who knows? Anyways, you have also been able to get at least most of the town into the area surrounding the Blessed Waters, though not everyone fits inside. As you join them, you see an unfortunate familiar face, Amabo the dwarf, looking to be at least partially recovered from being kept as Silas's captive.
You're lucky you're not quite healed back up, Amabo. Otherwise, we would be dueling right now.
I seem to remember that I won our last fight, Donatello.
Only because you cheated and attacked me after I had to defeat those hill giants.
A victor is a victor.
Oh boy, I really want to kill this guy.
Before you do, we need to make our next plan. I hate to say it, but if Amabo is still as skilled as he was when I played him in that standalone, we could definitely use his help in this whole thing.
His help? He sided with the sworn enemies of Trumpville, betrayed his people, and swindled me out of my rightful crown as arena champion. I don't want his help.
Well, you might not want it, but the town could use it. I think that the 3 of us should head down to that castle. That could be where King Rex is, yeah? Maybe he knows a way to get us out of here and undo what Thorn did.
Another surprisingly good point, Joden. All right, for the townspeople, they need to stay inside and out of the mists. Hopefully they begin to fade more in the morning. It is still night, isn't it, Ben?
Yeah, the ritual was supposed to happen at midnight, and that was about 3 hours ago.
Okay, the gatehouse is destroyed thanks to that creature. What did you call it, Ben?
A haze inkling?
Right, the haze inkling. So the city is definitely vulnerable. I would suggest gathering together and rationing the food and water supplies, and then choosing a small portion of the town to fortify and set a guard.
Yeah, that's a good plan. Does Kieran still have the amulet?
Yes, I have it here, adventurers.
All right, I don't think you need all of that religious mumbo-jumbo. You just need to touch it to water, and you should be able to keep the benefits active and the town alive. Might even help them with some of the hunger pains that will be coming if we can't figure out a long-term food solution.
I think you should all set up in the Abbey. It has kitchens and seems to be mostly self-sufficient, and the hills should help make a defensible location.
Yeah, take up shelter in the Abbey, set a guard, ration food and water. We're going to head to that castle and try to get King Rex to take us back to the material plane. Or at the very least, set up a food and water supply and find out more information about how to defend from those haze inklings. No way, those are the only creatures out in the mists, too.
The townsfolk nod, and Kieran quickly begins making the arrangements that you all detailed. People begin moving up to the Abbey, stopping in homes to gather food and water. You help where you can, and soon enough it is morning time. You also notice that the ever-present noise of the waterfall is beginning to quiet and eventually disappear as the water stops flowing from the no longer present mountain.
Damn, that's not good. They definitely need to ration water then. Do they have a reservoir or anything?
There is a small lake/pond at the base of the waterfall, leading into a river that flows away from the city.
We need to block that river then, yeah? Then the water will stay in the reservoir?
How hard is it to build a dam? Do we just toss things in until it fills up?
I think we should leave that to the townspeople. It might take some time, and we should get heading to that castle. Maybe they won't even need to finish the dam before we are able to get back to the Sword Coast.
Nice thinking. Yeah, all right, we will add that to their tasks, to build some sort of dam and keep as much water here as possible. Then we should hit the road.
You exit through the destroyed gatehouse, leaving the town of Loudwater behind you. You can see the marsh of Chelumber, or at least part of the marsh on the way down, but it doesn't look like very much of it was taken with the city into Ravenloft. We will probably end our first session there, though, yeah?
That seems like a good stopping point. Then tomorrow we can pick up as being on the road and make our way to the castle. How far is it going to be?
It is definitely way off in the distance. You might be able to make it at the end of the day tomorrow. You can't actually see the castle from here. You could only see it on top of the Abbey's hill.
Yeah, I'm sure nothing is going to go wrong traveling through a small portion of the marsh of Chelumber, which has been transported into Ravenloft. Hey, now that I'm thinking about it, can I use the sending stone to try to send a message to Silas? See if he came along?
You pull out the sending stone. What do you want to say?
Looks like we are in Ravenloft now. Did you come along for the journey? Also, we aren't mad at you about Lucian. He deserved that.
Wow, that was pretty good. Exactly 25 words, I think. You can sense that there is someone holding the other stone, but no response comes.
That bodes well. All right, let's give him some time to calm down, and then we can hopefully meet up. Honestly, I feel like Silas might like it here. All the mist makes it feel like the whole place is the marsh of Chelumber.
I don't think Silas liked living in the marsh, though. I got the sense it was more of just convenient and close enough to Loudwater to one day exact his revenge. Which he then did. I can't blame him for being mad at us. We all did try to stop him from killing Father Lucian Donatello. You even threw a sword at him.
I thought it would get his attention. It would get mine if someone threw a sword at me.
Just saying that I get if he doesn't want to talk to us right now. We have the stone. Let's just hope that he contacts us sometime and wants to meet up or talk more. Assuming he even was in the town when the mist started. Good chance he is back in the Sword Coast and doesn't even realize the town is missing yet.
I do feel kind of cheated. Everything we did to get him that supply of fresh dead bodies is kind of just going to go to waste if he came here to Ravenloft.
We didn't do that much, though, right? Just moved through a dungeon and killed a wraith who might have actually been a good guy?
Yeah, but we could have gotten gold instead if we knew that we were coming here to Ravenloft and those dead bodies were going to go to waste.
And then Silas would have killed us in Amabo, probably.
That's fair. All right, well, anything else, or are we ending the session there? I'm feeling pretty tired.
Sleepy Joe over here.
I'm just a bit out of practice. We haven't played for like a week and a half.
That's not that long, though, Joe.
It's been a busy 2 weeks, though.
What have you been doing besides sleep, Joe?
You know, presidential stuff.
Presidential stuff? That's real specific.
All right, guys, we should end the session there for reals.
To our viewers, if you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe to help support the channel. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for joining, everyone. We will see you all tomorrow now that we are back on a daily release schedule. Today's episode was brought to you by Deadbox. Have a vampire friend or captor? Then Deadbox might be just the thing you need. Deadbox is a weekly subscription service where you get random undead pieces of meat stored in BPA-free industrial-grade plastic sleeves marinated in the original owner's blood. Packed with dry ice, each dead box is guaranteed peak freshness to satisfy your vampire friend's hunger. Order now through messenger service to Southern Edge, the world's leading source of undead servants and food. Dead box, always fresh, never cheap.